Yeah. Nah, we can't just pull it. This nigga tripping card. Acting fool. Mm-hmm. Way cool. Where's your grandmother? She doing all right? Mm-hmm. Fuck with you. Mm-hmm. 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 No, I get what you're saying. Nah, no, I mean, nah, I get what you're saying, but also though, yes, violently, I really slap shit out these niggas if I seen them. Bitch ass nigga, the fuck, nigga, this our grandma. This my grandma too. This my grandma. How I'm gonna have to act, but nigga, this whoever this supposed to be to you too, bitch. The fuck wrong with y'all niggas? This what the fuck wrong with y'all niggas? Matter of fucking fact, niggas don't got no fucking decorum. Yeah, man, you. It's not your time right now. Yeah, and she taking up all the air in the room. So to speak. Mm-hmm. 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 Mhm.
So what's going to give an offense averaging 15 points a game against a defense giving up 30 a game? It's supposed to be different going forward. The Cowboys swung big last week, traded for Jets DT, Quinn Williams, who has 0 sacks today. And for Bengals linebacker Logan Wilson, he was benched by the one defense maybe worse than theirs. Those two are supposed to help them find the D Bojack hole so teams don't eat free at Alice's restaurant anymore. Inside Dallas territory, out of bounds near the 25. Look down and scan the bottom of the barrel. That's where you'll see their play on third down and in the red zone. Their play versus the pass is down there too. Rating allowed, yards per game, yards
Yeah.
per completion, TD passes, it's been blue. Corner, Duran Duran, 4 touchdowns allowed, a 116 rate. Tyre Elam, 3 touchdowns given up, a 112 rate. Single high coverage, you're essentially playing. Again, something's got to give. Smith, second most INTs of any quarterback this season, through his 12th versus Denver, 5 yard.
I tell you, and again, very well. So maybe I will get into this. With that one person, with that one type of person, I'll tell you, I had an experience like that, and it's much sadder to lose that person than it is to have that than the joy of the experience and having. I know.
Vegas's 0-1 was not ready for Denver's heat. Smith sacked 6 times by the league's top pass
I
rusher.
know.
Right tackle DeMar Blaze gave him 20 and a half. He's now up to 6.5 sacks allowed for the year. Down he goes at the 32-yard line. That pressure again. Allen and Benito. Dallas's pass rush, 20 sacks over 9 games. Pressure rate higher than the league average. Given Houston leads them with 3.5 big difference. Now Arizona guys, they want to shoot.
What I tell you is though is that's what come with it. I'm singing some little songs too. Where it's talking about that. That's what come with it. If I tell you, if I could, just play anything on film, so to speak. I ain't anything tell you to do nothing. If I could just say anything, I would just say, if you got the opportunity to be with yourself though for a little bit, be with yourself though. If they gonna be there and they gonna go the long term journey to actually see that out with you, then they do that. That proves all it needs to be proven. But you don't gotta make yourself. You don't need that responsibility of making a decision. Not that you are, but you feel me? Like when it comes down to it, it's so much more in what you get and what you can give out of what more you can work on doing. And it ain't saying that you can't fuck with them like that. But again, like folks gotta understand in times like this, either the proof is gonna be clearly there. And again, sometimes you gotta go through some real fucked up shit to have that proven to you and to really see that out. Right. And then there's that dynamic too. Like, dang, do I really want to go through something fucked up with somebody that I fuck with like that? But then on the other end as well, you got the dynamic of the opportunity may just naturally present itself, and we'll always take that over feeling like we got to just bring that to our table, so to speak. So I would always remember that too. Like, that's always something that's always a big deal is when you actually get a chance to really like look at it like that. You take on so much when you cross that line for people that you fuck with like that. Even when you got it, and it's like I said, the loss in it is much heavier than the joy of the experiences.
Prescott, 17 touchdowns against 6 INTs, close to 206 yards per game, rating close to 100. Maybe not the best quarterback in the league stuff, but he's top 10 this year. Prescott ran and got behind the defense, and there he goes. Prescott did have back-to-back dubs his last 2 games before their breaks. 2 sacks a game, which is what they had last week. Neither a Mad Max production. Pass protection hasn't been a major problem for Jack. 15 sacks taken, so less than 2 a game, which most teams are happy with. Only pressured 30% of the time, well below the league average. Good protection. There's Pickens again. Raiders held every entering the 45 yards, held their WR1, Portland Sutton is 24. Dak spreads his balls pretty evenly between his 3 top pass catchers, keeps every innovation. Lamb close to 6 catches a game, 89 yards per game. Prescott on play action wide open, CD Lamb. So Pickens got a lot. Interesting, on throws for Lamb, Dak's rate is 84. Pickens, 125. Makes a difference when you score more. One touchdown so far. George with six. 5.5 and 84 yards per game. With a sideline and a first down catch by Pickens. Jake Ferguson also with a half dozen touchdowns, six passes gained, 42 yards per ride. Over the middle, that's Ferguson. Good throw, big catch. And breaking tackles. Raiders defense can't ignore Williams down low. Javante is having a year. Good thing you're letting Weaver off to really stick out. 5.2 a carry, almost 80 yards per game, and with that, 8 touchdowns. To the right, Javante Williams with a big carry, rumbling into the fly. Vegas gave up 4.3 on the Baker Robbins, 76 yards. Holding running backs in 4 carries, so not bad up front. 13 battles between the Silver Dome ones. Black Holes ahead of the Star by one all time, 7-6. They put on a good show the last game they were 2021, but 1983.
Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. I know the experience. I know some of those
Number 6.
dynamics of that all too well. And like I said, what
National television audience saw Pro Sports winningest team explode for 519 yards against the previously undefeated now. Raider running back showing their versatility is number 32, Marcus Allen, displayed multiple power. So runner as a receiver. The Raider attack was complemented perfectly by tenacious fullback Frank Clark. Chris Barnes kicked behind himself with Jordan, non-Moses Barnes, and John Hasselbeck gave the Raiders a 40-30 decline.
no that part, because again, like you could still have that person in your life, and that's so much better sometimes than what comes with the fact that you seen if you could score in that arena too. Because if you're not ready to have that be what your life is gonna be, or your life ain't in a position to do that, then you're gonna look up and you're gonna be disappointed.
This Cowboys, going to see race and some new faces help them get the this week.
Mm.
Raiders, just,
Yeah.
and they
I
stumbled.
dug my keys into the bag and really shoot the four-wheel drive.
Raiders defense showed up at the party last week. Raiders offense nowhere to be found again. The next big one on this game's the second place versus Denver. We were only one
Definitely.
7-0 6-point boom. And one trip to the red zone the next 4 for 15 for boom. Getting pressure again, get from behind. Hits so what's going to get offense averaging 15 points a game? It's the defense giving you 30 a game. It's supposed to be different moving forward without this game.
He says you got some of that trumpet. Yeah, that was a lot. No, it be people like that. It be people like that for real. And that's what I'm saying. So look. Let me no listen. Let me give you some game. Let me give you some game. So this is what I'm saying. I can when the next time I see you, I will give you this whole story bar for bar. You can choose to do whatever you want to like. We can do it. We gonna do whatever we want. But again, like especially on the journey that you're working at and working on, like you said, especially with that thing about respecting and coaching and everything too. Um, there's this girl Elizabeth that I knew for a long time. Like I knew for her for at least like 3 or 4 years before. Um, and obviously you probably have known this girl longer. Knew her for about 3 or 4 years. Like we really was cool and shit like that. And again, what I'm hearing too is so many parallels within some of the similar understandings too that just go into like the cultural things as well. Like you said, those dynamic cross respect but lost respect elements across the culture and how those things factor in and play out. And that was one of the things you'll look at yourself and you'll be like, yeah, man, I know I could be with this person, I could deal with this person, but I also understand that there's gonna be a lot of things that I really gotta put up with, even as much as I love and I care about this person, that I gotta put up with though just as much as it's just very simply who it is I care about. Hmm. 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 No, that's true.
Dak Prescott has a tendency to get deep in the pocket. He says he's aware when he does, and he steps up, even faster to get to that 7, 8 yard get.
And again, being intentional about trying to make that happen and trying to do that. I think you feel me. It's always a hard journey. It's a hard battle to walk. But I will say, like, I think also these people they'll reveal themselves and they'll show you the ways in which that they'll be willing to make those adjustments and make those changes. That was one of the things with this girl. Elizabeth. Like one of the things that I remember so vividly is that within a contrast, for example, because again, at one point I was very much like between her and Jasmine recently over like a portion of this past year, going into like look key, probably like the spring at least. And one of the things that I would say is you gotta look at it and you gotta really understand and see how did they look at things that come with lifestyle and understand it allowing you to be the man and to be the leader in that dynamic. And like you said, your safety and all these things that matter, not just how they feel about to be with you or being in your presence too. And that was one of the biggest things. Like it was the inability to compromise on allowing me to be the man and to lead the path and to see where it is my journey was headed. Yeah, you were failing me in my success, but how in there do you relate to the things that I'm going through in my life? And when I'm going through those things and how they affect you, how do you relate to that? You feel me? Right. And I think that's very interesting. So, it's very cool to hear this, but I appreciate you just because again we get to have a mutual conversation also. And I admire for you the fact that you also get the opportunity to be locked in with yourself through this period of time. Really handle and get to address some of the things that matter the most to you. So,
Be running around on when you talked to Dak this week, did he mention that maybe Pickens and Lamb weren't gonna play in the first series? You see, look, I'm respectful to these quarterbacks. I'm not gonna bother them, twice in 2 weeks, right? So my conversation with Dak from 2 weeks ago is going to carry us into this game. Tell us about the Raiders' offense, though. Can you give us a little insight on them? Yes, their offense has not scored much this period. They've not scored much this whole season. And they got to be able to run the ball. They've had injuries on the offensive line. They got to get that going against this Dallas defense that has really struggled against the run. And when they can't run, they got to come with play action, just like right there, and throw it to Brock Bowers every single time. That's what I said. I told you that earlier. They need to throw it to him every single time they throw the ball. They should be looking at him one, and he should be your second read, and then you come down to Jinty as your third read. That's the game plan right now. I mean, Eli, he's basically like a receiver, kind of like Trey McBride a couple of weeks ago in Arizona. I mean, that was just a crossing route that a lot of receivers run. He's hard to cover.
I think he's a matchup nightmare for a defense, right? You put a linebacker on him, he can't cover him. You put a safety on him, he's got to hold.
No, I was talking about that with Jasmine. Mishandling. There's a lot of things in our journey where we've been mishandled over the course of our journey.
Defense has to have a conversation.
Handle repair through
Dallas Park. The defense
we have not always been handled.
conversation. How are we going to treat that guy? They spend hours upon hours during game plan meetings. How are we going to stop Bowers? And those are the kind of plays you want to have on your offense. Yeah, this Cowboys D was kind of needs to make their mind up as to who they're going to be. They were a zone team early. They were a man team against the Broncos. Obviously, got some new weapons this week with the trade, the Williams, with Wilson. Overshawn's back from injury. We'll see those new players give them a little juice on defense. Yeah, and you can saw playing in the first play of the game, they went with 5 defensive linemen. They struggled so much against the run. They did that a little bit in their last game versus Arizona, helped a little bit on stopping the run at times. So obviously it's not great against the pass. You have 5 defensive linemen, you're playing a lot of man behind that. They don't want to play a lot of man with Brock Bowers, just because that's a mismatch. So they'll sprinkle that in a little bit. This has been a problem for the Raiders, Peyton. Protection, third down protection against double mugs and mug linebackers. They've had let a lot of free guys.
And again, yeah, exactly.
Same thing. Worked on it and got a plan. Little fake blitz right there.
And again, it's like I'm always want to compete. When I get to a certain point in my life, I'm always going to compete, but I ain't got to be better. You compete. That's okay. You do your thing. You can compete.
Now, Dallas probably less hesitant to do some of those fake blitzes or bring them all up, like you said, in those double A gaps right there over the guards. They covered one gap right there. I think he had him early. Eli just couldn't. Not sure he saw him early. Came to him a little late there. Yeah, just good job stepping up and trying to get a completion there. But obviously, 4th and 6, middle of the field. Good decision right here to punt. You never, you're playing against a high-powered offense. You want to give them a short field. Hey, back them up, try to pin them back, try to see if they can go 90 yards. So, unfortunately,
he write emails.
Just couldn't quite get it to him. The Raiders, Raiders defense played good enough to beat the Broncos last week. They played great. The offense has got to give them a little more help tonight. They're going to get
it. I feel that. You see that. You see what's going on.
CeeDee Lamb's back. He's on the field, Peyton.
He said, we're doing too much.
Jonas.
I tried giving my kids a dollhouse. Well,
toy making is more of an elf thing.
I might have used the elf word.
Leave the building to smaller hands. Elf word?
Elf word.
Sam's gonna be so mad.
They're not going. Meaty's here. Watch me work, babe. I'm sure they're here to see the commissioner of coverage.
When health insurance doesn't cover everything, what's the move?
That's a fact.
We think you're amazing.
We came to see you, huh?
No, with expenses, health insurance doesn't cover what an official sponsor of ESPN College Games.
Because he got to do the same thing.
And it's about to work.
They are working.
It's like a different, it's like a different kind of give and take though. He's supposed to be not slowing down. He's supposed to be hitting the cruise control and locking in and getting more intricate. He's just still all over the place. He
Start everyone with a pass from the same guy. I shoot from the same spot. So yeah, occurs every time. So you can imagine how good something's got to be to get me to switch.
I don't think it's a secret. Football fans are superstitious. After lucky, we're fans who have been wearing the same jersey to every game. So maybe a bit.
Yeah. That's because you don't trust yourself with him yet. He said, I know He said, "I know I'm still gonna be
using my
motherfucking
take some nuggets from him to learn how to say
fucking
say a lot without saying
light
too
skin
much.
mellow ball. I'm still out here acting like
You hear
fucking
that?
Wardell." So nigga said, "I don't trust him, but I don't trust myself." Till you meet somebody who you, even if you don't trust yourself, you see like, I can trust him.
Said. We'll rewatch it in the fourth quarter. That's not what he said there. All right, good run there.
It's damn near impossible not to in this day and age.
We're back in, so not sure why they didn't play on the first series. Hopefully Schefter can have that information to us by the end of this quarter. Is the reason
He said they gotta be doing that now.
They're back out there now, and like I said, on third down, we're gonna need those guys.
Did you miss the opening drive? You're late for a meeting or anything where they said, "Hey, you're not going to play the opening drive."
I'm not going to speculate. I mean, look.
Yeah, I know that's crazy. That's crazy work.
They feel really the wrath, if you will. But they're back in there now, and it should be some more fun for offense. Eli Jack said that. Look, they are a run the ball.
You got to at that point because it's like, dang, bro.
They have to do what they just done on his past.
What the fuck did you just say on TV?
The ball. Let's get more defenders close to the line of scrimmage, and now we can do this
right now.
No, that might be a fumble. Not that. That might be a fumble. Oh, God.
Right, no, I don't want to hear nothing. You right. I don't want to hear nothing.
He looked like he was gearing up to throw it, and he pulled it back. You know, they had some sort of deep shot down the field, but he kind of tucked it back after trying to make the throw. That's a fumble. He's trying to get that crossing route, and the safety cut it. He cut it, right? When he cuts it, we'll draw it up, right? Here in a minute, that free safety's going to come down, and he's going to take that crossing route. And now the corner is going to free up and actually become the free safety to help on the backside seam route or post route. So it's called a kind of cut, replace, basically just trading places. Excellent job. And that's why Dak had to double pump. And you double pump, Crosby's coming for the strip fumble. Yeah, they've been so good in play action this year. That's where there's been a lot of their big plays. I think Dak's at completing 85% of his passes on play action. So even when the stuff's not there, he gets to his check downs, and they can keep calling those plays if the quarterback's going to do completions all the time. But right there, obviously, a little fooled to what they were doing, and just didn't feel Max coming from the backside and gets the sack fumble. Good play by Crosby.
That's valid. That's definitely what happened.
I get on the panel. I like Bowers. You want Bowers? Fake. They went kind of fake tunnel screen right there. Bowers came out to block, and then tried to go down kind of the wheel route. Dallas played it really well. Watch this. Watch Bowers go out there.
Yeah, because again, when we in a small space, it's even harder.
Zone coverage. They stayed disciplined. Is that Williams? Is Williams getting that sack? No, that was Clark. That was the guy Clark. They got from Green Bay with the three. So, all right, pretty good defensive tackles right now. Jerry's happy. These new guys are getting some action there.
Wait, what?
Turned out. All right. Golly, you can't. You hate on first down. You just get a turnover at the 15-yard line. You get a sack on first down. This is gonna make this tough. Third ball. But it looks like that was their red zone play. I hate it when teams have a sudden change and you get a turnover and the offense goes out there and runs a dive play because they're not ready. That was probably their red zone call from that yard line, and it just didn't work. Little zone, little quarters right here, got a little post. Oh, he is. Oh, he's trying to kind of back shoulder him. Not kind of heavy.
Damn.
Got it over.
Damn.
You're
Might come at you fast.
Vertical, and at the last second, he kind of bent in a little bit. He gave that stick.
Oh, not DJ. Not DJ. Couldn't fight.
Go right through the D in Raiders. Yeah, on the right side of that D. Right.
DJ, you took his wife down.
Those safeties. I think you're right. That's what he's telling me.
Okay, I'm just filming like because you said the way I found that out for me to know. I said, man, DJ better not have got the super get back and say, I'm gonna take your wife down.
Committed by you're 12 yards down.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
That's your path. You got to stay on that. Give me your eyes like a back shoulder. So,
hey, DJ.
Hey, look out. We got Former President Bush right there. He's
Hey DJ, hey man, I just had to ask.
Talk football with someone. About time. Yeah. All right.
He said you got a soul rough.
People love each other very much, right? Okay. Imagine me and your mom. Don't do that. Imagine a magic hug. Yeah, it's animals do.
Hey, Chris, you're out. Huntley, you're in.
Tyler, I need to back up, Aaron.
If only we were back at in real life. That's all lovely. When two people love each other, but at least there's progressive to protect your home and auto.
I got this old thing. And the bill from the store where I got it. Figured you could beat it with a better deal on one of these big boys.
That doesn't work that way.
Guess your obstacle's Verizon.
Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill today for a better deal.
I don't know that. Mig Corio's official fan ambassador has
Right.
opened a new world for Mig. Now you get to hang out with NFL fans all season long. See you on game day.
Overboard trucks is making a lot of snow. Just be safe getting home. Storm will be December to remember sales event. Get offers on select models.
No, that's true.
When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more,
Your voice is amazing.
let them in. You were unstoppable.
I'm just getting started.
I'm here to help.
At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking.
Car breakdowns can wreck your wallet.
I had a sensor light up on my dashboard.
Yeah.
$2,600.
But if you've got endurance, you could never pay out of pocket for a car repair again.
In my first year with Endurance, they covered a $14,000 engine replacement. Right now, you can get $300 off any plan, plus a year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value free, all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. Call 1-800-850-3615 for a free quote.
All right, let's welcome in our first guest. We're very honored to have the 43rd President of the United States, George W. Bush. Mr. President, when presidents have important addresses to the nation, it's like the State of the Union, they often prepare for weeks, if not months. So my question is, how long have you been preparing for this Manning Cast appearance?
Not 10 minutes.
Perfect. That's too much.
I'm so pleased to see your faces not on a TV commercial.
There's a lot of them out there, and there's a few more on the way. I was going to apologize in advance. I filmed a couple last week. I'm just going to warn you. It's unbelievable. Mr. President, we're so honored that you're on the show. We know you don't do a lot of media, and
No, that'd be the thing. A lot of people do be
not
focusing.
really do media. Our show's on ESPN too, so you are in a safe space. And we know you were raised in Texas, of course, the governor of Texas before becoming president. So who knows better than you, Mr. President, how important are the Cowboys in Texas?
They're really important in Dallas, in the area. And, it's a disappointing season so far, but they got a way to go. They may get the playoffs, but yeah, they're really important. And people love the Cowboys. They love the Cowboys here. They also love the Cowboys in Mexico, interestingly enough. They got a huge fan base down there.
That's the fact. That's the fact.
Los Vaqueros. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw you on TV I saw you on TV at the Georgia game, Peggy.
Yeah.
The broadcasting, there you were. He's a pretty good sized kid.
Well, he is. Yeah, we had fun. It's hard to hide my forehead and my long neck on TV. I was trying to blend in the stands, but those ESPN cameras are powerful. They found me. Hey, when you're at a
I remember it. No, I remember you. I actually remember you
makeup on, during the football games also? Or just
Okay.
just okay. Okay.
No, it's okay. I mean, it be like that sometimes.
All right, Mr. President, I know that the last time the Cowboys appeared in a Super Bowl was back in 1996. You were actually the governor of Texas at the time, but when you were president for those 8 years, did you ever consider issuing an executive order or anything to put them automatically in the Super Bowl? Can you do that?
Yes, I did. But nobody bought it, you know. No, yeah, it's actually, a huge football state, and whether it's high school football, college football, pro football. I actually grew up as an Oilers fan, Bum Phillips and I Love You Blue, and yeah, I love the Oilers. Earl Campbell, Dante Pastorini. It,
No, I'll take that the wrong way. I think it's negative.
it was really never good.
DJ, I had a conversation. I had a conversation with my auntie Chris, and she was talking about some shit, and I was like, "Yeah, you need to rebuild your relationship with DJ." She said, "For what?" Like as if she ain't never did nothing to you. I'm like, Auntie Chris, you done cut this nigga some whole other shit. Like, so no, but I love my Auntie Chris for what I love my Auntie Chris for, but I don't fuck with my Auntie Chris like that because at the end of the day, again, I know why so many of the things is the way that they is. She my godmom. I ain't hear from her consistently like that. Consistently, she could have messaged me on the side plenty of times. She ain't do that.
Exactly. I mean, for a Cowboys Texans game, though, who are you going for, Mr. President? Can you pick a side?
Cowboys.
Again, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
First fan, and when the Rangers play the Astros, no doubt who I'm for is the Rangers. But yeah, it's football mad part of the world, and people expect them to win, and we hope they do.
Your father came into the Texans locker room a couple times when I played the Texans. Was he more of a Texans fan than Cowboys fan?
Yes, yeah, by far. He's a hugely loyal Houston guy, and he loves sports too, and he would go to games, and he knew the owner well, and yeah, he loved it, and he loved the Astros, and he loves sports.
All right, the Cowboys are on board here. We got a field goal, so you're in good shape.
Oh yeah,
I think we're going to commercials. That's good. We got some points here. We had a 0-0 shutout until the fourth quarter last week, so this is good. We're doing good. Stay with us, Mr. President.
Yeah, that's it. DJ be on that shit. He say that every time I bring her up, like she be sending me 88 pieces. I mean, shit, nigga, the whole fucking world got the whole fucking America, the whole world got 88 for these fucking apps and these phones. So shit, nigga, like shit. Well,
Greater relief from depressive
I'm adjusted, nigga. DJ, you like, nigga, I'm adjusted. These niggas not.
weight gain and reported sexual side effects were not common.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right
That's
away.
it.
Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles,
Yeah.
irregular life threat, uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be
Yeah.
common. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur. This can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, dry mouth, feeling tired, and diarrhea. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor about Caplyta.
The Colonel was obsessed with making the perfect flaky holiday pot pie. Ever since he was gifted his very first sport.
Yeah.
Colonel lived so we could chicken. The best $4.99 you'll spend this season. KFC's Chicken Pot Pie. He presents Holiday Dinner. Dancing and dazzling. With sweaters so merry and bright. Join the party.
Fish before the holidays, the best time of year, and PetSmart was brimming with holiday cheer. With toys and treats and essentials like food, every pet got into a holiday mood. PetSmart, anything for pets.
Time started in 1975, and the clock still
And no, and won't nobody talk about that shit. Yeah.
A light beer that tastes like a beer. Now that's legendary. Here's to another of Miller time. 30 years ago, Jeff Bezos. Oh, look at him on his super yacht in the middle.
He said we all participate.
welcome back, Mr. President. I know you mentioned earlier that Peyton's in so many commercials. I'm sure you've seen the Nathan commercial. But my brother is so much more as Peyton Manning, and I also know that you've got this painting. And so, how is the painting going? And would you ever sit for a portrait?
Not really. But yeah, I love to paint. It's changed my life. And it gives me a chance to paint things I care about, like our veterans and people who made contributions to the country. But it's relaxing. It's a learning experience. And when you get to be my age, my suggestion is you keep learning things, particularly new things. But yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I did see the painting commercial. I've seen him in about 20 different commercials, and I've seen him in Jersey Mice, by the way.
That's nice. You know, Mr. President, I knew when I found out you were coming on this week, I decided to pick up painting for the week. And I actually did finish my first painting, and I did it here. What do you think? Any suggestions?
No, I think it's beautiful. I think the guy on the left, the big-headed guy, it would be a nice model for cartoons. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Is that you, number 10?
I'm number 10. Yeah, I'm a good looking guy. Yeah. Square jaw. Painting was 18.
They captured you. No, there's nothing.
It's me. I painted it.
Okay, back to if I were you. Yeah.
Well, believe me, I mean, welcome to our show. This is we're in the first quarter. This is just a normal Monday for what I have to deal with, Mr. President. Mr. President, both Eli and I were fortunate enough to visit you at the White House after winning Super Bowls. Incredible experience. But I want to ask about those team visits from your perspective, considering how tough the presidency is. Was it fun to just hang out with a bunch of athletes every once in a while?
What was fun is to watch people's reaction coming to the White House. You know, a lot of the players never dreamt they'd be at the White House. Being the presence of the president, it was really fun. I enjoyed them because it was a break from pretty heavy duty activities. And I was honored to welcome you.
Real thrill. Eli, want to say anything? Put them on the.
No, I'm laughing. I'm like, oh my God, DJ Grandma done failed. No, she just on grandma. She just on grandma mode.
You got the Raiders are driving.
You know DJ think he fucking Paul Walker. So DJ said, you fucking the car up. God damn it, it's a 10-second car, grandma.
Yeah. I'm not sure how many points, but I think they'll score. I think your boy Bowers is going to catch a touchdown.
Oh my God, yeah, she knows he's be driving.
I like to forward to him.
Mainly because Peyton kept talking about him at the beginning of the game.
I'm a fan of this guy. I'm a fan of this guy. He's a Georgia graduate, but his girlfriend is a University of Tennessee graduate. He's a smart guy. That's why I like him. Mr. President, my wife Ashley and I were fortunate enough to be invited to a state dinner in 2007 and met Queen Elizabeth II. Ashley sat at a table with you, the Queen, Arnold Palmer, Jim Nance, and her table was stacked.
Yeah.
I was in the back corner. I question, Mr. President, were you worried I would embarrass the United States in front of the Queen of England?
Yes. Yeah, I was. Plus, I was thrilled to have a beautiful woman at the table. Yeah, that was fun.
I was at the kids' table. Yeah, all those. So you got hearing? I afraid there.
Let's bring it on dribble. You're gonna dribble on your tongue.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But that was a neat evening, wasn't it? Yeah, that's when the jockey we did. The Kentucky Derby jockey. Yeah, he walked in with during the photo line, walked up and said, "Hi, Queen." He tried to give her a hug. Yeah,
I thought the Secret Service was going to eliminate him. After that, I was kind of nervous. I was going to break protocol.
And it's like, I'm taking care of your mom, and I'm the fucking grandchild.
But you told me, you said, hey, here's how you address the Queen. Americans don't bow. You gave me all the protocols, so you took care of me.
You handled it beautifully, and your wife is fantastic.
Thank you so much. All right. I make this field goal. I'm putting them up on the perfect prediction. He said they're going to score. I don't know how much, how many. There we go. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's perfect prediction. We've got to have a president. Yeah, 3. I'm putting right by me. Right by me. Besties. That's it. Oh my God, what an honor. All right. What an honor. Looking good. Looking good. Stay with us, Mr. President. We'll be back in a little bit. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Damn. Hey, no, man, I'm big on that. That's what I'm recent things are telling me. I had like the hell with this, the hell with everything, the hell with everybody going there. And even that replaced I came to, I said, okay, bro, this I understand and I think I understand the fact that bro, like play the game, like play ball. You know one of the reasons why I'm so good at football, DJ? I recognize that part too. Facts. Facts.
Welcome back, Mr. President. One of your passions since leaving the White House has been helping veterans get the respect and support they deserve. This month alone, you participated in the coin toss at the Cowboys Salute to Service game. You hosted the W100 mountain bike ride for wounded veterans, and you headlined the Folds of Honor Gala at AT&T Stadium. Why is this work with veterans so important to you? Because these are people that sacrificed on behalf of the American people. Some of them got hurt. All of them will make great employees if given the proper help. These are kids that had a PhD in life at a very young age. They're great team players. I really respect it a lot, and I've gotten to know a lot. And the country seems to really have high regard for our vets, which is good. No question. Amen. Mr. President, we saw you at the you've always been active. You run marathons, 5Ks, you play golf, you bike. I want to show you a picture from your Yale days when we can. This is you playing rugby at Yale. Looks like a good hit. Mr. President, did you ever consider playing football when you were growing up? I played and I peaked at like the 12th grade. Yeah, I grew up in Midland, which was football country, and that's right. In those days, art or football. I chose football, and but yeah, I like football.
But again,
I'm more of a baseball guy, though.
That's what it is.
You know,
It's the pattern. Like I said, going back and I'm glad you did that. It's that really spiritual things. The spiritual things got a pattern. You'll see the patterns playing out within yourself. And you have to like that was what my moment was. And I realized that
the cerebral sports. You gotta get a smart guy to play baseball. Cerebral football is over.
And you can't. You got to learn how to get through that a little bit. Succeed, change the goal.
But we got to
You got a
sports picture. We can show it when we can.
And football players,
There it
you
is.
get
Here's,
to
yep,
regular
here's a
people
picture.
every day, like they're part of
Hey,
smart
oh,
people.
yeah, and the FISA,
But within that, it's that like recognizing that I say, okay, man, I'm gonna acknowledge, I'm
people
gonna
get
see the
invited,
patterns
but
and the things
don't
that are
worry about
trending
that.
and all of this stuff.
Outside, we tried
Pattern
He tried to.
to not get so enamored with myself.
What about Eli?
Right? Okay, yes, the shit. Maybe, but I can't.
By the way, that's
I
Hickey
can't
on the
also
left.
get so enamored with
Hickey's on
myself
the left. He called me and
that
said, remind
I put
Peyton
myself over
that we
myself
hammered him on
over the
17.
one
He sunk about a 15-foot
because I
putt.
didn't acknowledge and
told you,
recognize that, oh, they cheated. It's a it's to me. Because the way I gotta be. You can't get caught in the truth. It's a trend of pattern. I'm the trend in the pattern. Because being I gotta work to break that to step into that next step. I keep getting to reset at the same moment. Because again, I haven't passed that test. That's what it is.
Yeah, claim.
By the way, he kept his own score.
That's definitely Peyton's penmanship. I can tell that.
Oh, it's fun. We had a great time.
Stay with us, Mr. President.
Okay.
What you said to her made her much like. Oh, she said I'm not stupid. Damn, she said, boy, you think I'm dumb?
See Avatar Fire and Ash in theaters December 19th, rated PG-13, and catch an exclusive look coming up at halftime.
Week 12 of the NFL season kicks off with Thursday Night Football.
Take one defender. A large helping of sand. Mix in some rocks. Freeze to -40 for several days. Then soak in 35 inches of water. Bake at 122 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, again.
Dress with 661 pounds of toppings. Finally, serve on a plateau of your choosing. You can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. So even if you can't count on accurate expiration dates, it's a rookie mistake. Or people appreciating the fashion sense.
Jim, the crowd is not on board here.
You can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS, streaming on Paramount Plus.
Everyone at good choices.
But scan, call, or go to Bosley.com right now.
And I think it's that it's
Mr. President,
it's
Eli
not
and I
necessarily
follow our
always
father
easy.
in
It's
family
hard
business,
process.
becoming quarterbacks. You follow your father
Come
into the family
step
business, he
that
becoming the most
work
powerful
hard.
person in the world. I'm not going to say which is more impressive, but Mr. President, when you were growing up, did you think you would go into public service?
No. I'd have behaved a hell of a lot better in college. No, I really didn't. You know, I admired my dad. I admired my dad a lot. And if you'd asked me the red zone, by the way, I'd have said it was going to be Pickens to catch the touchdown, but But yeah, Dad was great. He was a guy who was a wonderful man, but he never said, "This is what you have to do with your life." You know, he just said, here's this kind of way I'd like you to live, honesty and decency and compassion, but you be what you want to be. And took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do. Now,
Oh, there's your boy, CD Lamb. There you go.
that Pickens? Oh no, I didn't do the rugby.
But hey, that's why Dak has two good choices. He can go to Pickens and Lamb. That's almost perfect for them. You can't go to both guys, Mr. President. That's two good choices there. That's on the together.
You escaped my homework, thank you. There you
There you
go.
go.
Dak's a good guy, by the way. I've gotten to know him a little bit. He's a good community guy in Dallas.
You sure is.
People respect him. Particularly with us touchdown play.
That's right. That's right. Mr. President, we can't thank you enough for telling all. We are so honored. It means a lot that you take the time out of your schedule to join us. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I'm honored you invited me.
And again, like
Guys are good guys. Thank you. I'll be waiting on my invite to play golf now.
It's dinner time, and you find yourself on the conversational divide between the grown-ups
Saying his cats are overrated.
and the not so grown-ups. You have a choice. Shop deals on toys with these hooligans,
It'll be like,
or be regaled by Uncle Bob's gripping intestinal.
like, for the tight end, like you said, the tight end flex out.
Jack Daniels starts here. From cave spring water to sugar maple charcoal to smooth and sweet whiskey. Made by those who pour everything into their craft. So it's Jack. Jack. You need a network just as powerful as he.
Right now,
Switch to Total Wireless with the full power of America's best 5G network. No slowing down, no hidden fees. $25 a month, 5-year price guarantee. Full power. And tool.
I have no idea what they're doing. This is the playoff. Nothing here will be easy. There will be comebacks and upsets, dynasties, dark horses.
Right.
So lean in, flip out, and strap in for some campus chaos. One epic finish. This is the wild world of college football. The CFP begins December 18th.
Go ahead, just go ahead, and I'll hit you. I'll text you a little later. I'll call you back a little later.
All right, Paige.
You say
If
you gonna be
Gina's
in
gonna
trouble.
have
So,
success
yeah,
against
yeah,
this Cowboys defense, you
Matter of
don't
fact,
have to use play action.
download Discord on your phone.
Let's see what he does here
Like, so
against
when I get back
Washington.
on,
You can
it's
see
not
the
like
great
it'll be-
fake,
this
the
is what I'm
linebackers
streaming
are
like
all
this.
running up. He rolls to the right. Throws a great corner route right here. It gets a big play
Like,
down the field. All right, so that's what we have to
appreciate
have
it. Hey, I
from
appreciate
Gino.
it. Thank you.
Let's run it back one more time. Actually, what can I really show you from my basement? How about I go in my magic door? We'll take a closer look.
DJ said I rebuke this negativity.
The key to Gino's play fake is the key to any good play fake. You have to sell the run. You want your run action and your play action to look exactly the same. As you see here, Gino fakes the handoff to Ginty, and the entire
Exactly. No, I understand.
lights up on the run.
Which is a whole other thing.
Pretty good indication that you have a good play action. Let's look at this play action and why it's so effective. First off, the ball is extended out. When the defense sees the ball, they think run. Also, the mesh between Gino and Ginty, they're so close together, disguises whether it's a run or a pass. You want both of them to look exactly the same. Because the play action was so well executed, Martin, the Washington safety, thinks that this is a run, along with the rest of the Washington defense. He thinks that Myers is coming in to block him, but by the time he realizes it's not a run, Myers is behind him and open for an explosive play. Execution is the key to success for this Raiders offense. Can we lock that door so you got to stay in there, or is that possible?
They stay
No.
things over there.
Want to come hang out with me some more? Can we get the painting out? No, I mean, if Mr. President can have paintings in his background, then I can have paintings in my background. You know, I want to talk about that touchdown when we get a chance when we come back. Good play design by Dallas. They kind of faked the toss, and that corner bit up on the fake and didn't get to his deep third in the pass coverage and gave up an easy touchdown to CD. Yeah.
That's true. Yep.
You see it right here, this corner down here, he's supposed to have the deep third.
No, he got
Play right there by the numbers. He should be in the end zone right there where Lamb's catching the ball, but he bites the run, trying to, help support the run, which is fine. But you do that, you got to get back in the middle. Safety has got to get more to the middle, even cheating toward Dak's eyes. Pretty easy throw there for Dak down there in the red zone.